welcome, revved up.
Welcome. Today on Revved Up, we have got Tony coming down with his old saxo, doing an old review slash an update to see what's happening with the car itself. Speaking of devil, here we go. Good old Tony.
Right, that's Spence.
Yeah, not bad.
Cheers for that. But for now, I'll take over. Right, now we've got rid of him, let's get back to the channel. So, today I thought we'd do something a little bit different. I thought I'd get my own car back out because it hadn't been on the channel in a while, so I thought I'd do a little update, basically show you what has been done behind the scenes, show you what I've broken, because I have broken it, and basically, yeah, try and actually do something on this car again and get it back on the channel, because it's been a while. So basically it's going to be a little bit of a chatty one, and it's only going to be me, so bear with us. But let's talk about the saxo. Right, so we're going to start from the front of the car. Some of them you'll already know about, but it's kind of going to be a recap on what's new, what's not. So we'll start off with modifications on the front. I've put the front fog lights are now yellow, which I've wrapped myself. They're not the best, but from a distance they're perfect, don't worry about it. Then we got the gel plates, which were done by Blurred Edge. Again, they do quite a lot of things for all your car needs, so you know, yeah, they're okay. Then you've got the grills. Basically it's a deep badge grill with the honeycomb mesh in the middle. All I've done is just sprayed it satin black, a matte black, and it blends in with the rest of the car. And then they're the standard headlights, but they've been pulled apart and then sprayed the inside black, which are meant to be chrome, and pushed them back together. Look them back together, they just look a lot better. And with the grille, it blends in quite nicely. And I've also got the sun strip, which is damaged a little bit, but again, that was also done by Blurred Edge. Now a lot of you are probably thinking you've also got a steering wheel in the front window. Yes, I do, but we'll get to that. So that's the front. We'll move on to the side, and yeah, I think a lot of people that have been watching the videos haven't actually seen this modification yet, because I don't think I've done a proper reveal on them. So yeah, let's move to the side of the car. Right, now down the side of this car we've got my lovely 15-inch OZ wheels, 4x108, OZ Racing yellow sticker, which goes with the yellow modifications inside the car, you know, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. You've also got yellow stuff pads. The 15-inch wheels are wrapped in 195 50-15s Yokohama AD08 semi-slick road legal tyres. Lovely and nice when they're warm. Then you've got yellow gel plates, which are yellow gel side bit with VTR in it, which again goes lovely with the yellow and the black paint. And then moving down to this side here, we've got my lovely Instagram sticker. Don't forget, go drop me a follow if you want to, you know, see a little bit more on this one. And yeah, and that's pretty much the side really. We haven't done much. Oh, it's also lowered. So the front is lowered around about 60, and the rear obviously, because it's on the torture bar, it's been lowered to kind of match it, so you don't drop it a certain mil on the rear. You basically, there's 2 or 3 settings, you just lower it to whatever setting suits you best. But it does have shortened shocks, which also have a soft and hard setting. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it for the side. I mean, I have painted the sunroof, which was yellow, because you see sunroof delete. No, it wasn't yellow, it was silver, and I painted it black to blend in with the roof. Also, where the aerial delete's been done, he left a big hole in it. I've just basically put a patch of gloss black wrap over the top of it, and it actually blends in with the car quite well, because not a lot of people never notice it. So yeah, that's pretty much everything on the side. So let's move to the rear. Right, so rear of the car. We'll start from the obvious. We have a 3-inch roller tip. Exhaust back box is basically decatted from 4-to-1 manifold, straight pipe with just a back box. Don't sound too bad. I'll do a noise test in a little bit. Moving up from that, you've got the tinted rear lights, which I think look really nice. I've also converted the reverse light to LED bulbs, which really helps at night. Again, gel plates from Blurred Edge. I've also got LED number plate lights, de-wipered. I think every car, again, like I keep saying, looks so much better without a wiper. So de-wipered this one. It's got a gloss black spoiler on it now, but it did have a matte black spoiler on, which was gold, which I got bought for me from eBay when I was on TV with Yanni and Tiny Temper. It was a Channel 4 series called Bangers Mad for Cars. Bangers Mad for Cars. So go over to Channel 4 on their demand channel, drop it a watch. Episode 4 is the hatchback channel, and you'll see the car on there. But yeah, oh, and I've also debadged it, but it leaves these holes, but it don't look too bad because it's black. So we'll move on to the inside then, shall we? Right, the rear of the car, inside, basically it's all been stripped out. So all the rear seats been taken out, rear plastics all been taken out, the original carpet's all been taken out. It's got 4-way stretch carpet, which we bought from Amazon, which is in one of the previous videos of installing it with Dan. Very easy to install, because it's 4-way stretch, it stretches quite nicely, and all the glue was provided. It's not finished just yet, but we will get there with that one eventually. The roll cage, so it was silver. I mean, it's poorly painted yellow at the moment, but that was an incident on my own behalf. But it looks better than what it was, but we've added, for extra strength, if you remember from when we did the first video, it only had this piece up here and the 2 side pieces, and we've added this bottom piece, which is acting as a harness bar, but it's also acting as a rear strut bar. And we also added this piece here that goes up across for added strength, and also it just looks a bit better. So yeah, we'll move to the front into the cockpit, and we'll talk about the front around there. Right, let's move to the inside of the car. So first of all, as you open the door, you'll notice that the handle doesn't stay through. It's just a spring, but it's never bothered me. Literally, as long as I push it back in, the door's perfectly fine. Right, then immediately you'll probably see they've got these panels on both front doors, the 2 rear quarters, and over the boot, which was done by a good friend of mine, Kit. They're not perfect, but I didn't want them to be perfect because I wanted it to have the track feel to it. So I just literally said, look, I just want something curt that will fit there, just took it over, but we are going to be carpeting over them when we get more carpet. Then, if we move a little bit further in, we've got, I've got to hold the door open because it's kind of a little bit broke every now and again. So this door bar has been slightly modified, so as you look over on the other side, you'll see it goes diagonally down. Well, this one, as you've seen in one of the previous videos, was a bit of a nightmare to get in and out. So I literally just got a good friend of mine, Matt, to cut it and weld it. So basically it goes down, welded here with a nice little 45 angled piece in, and then straight across, so I can get in and out a lot easier. It's got 4-point harnesses. Need a bit of attention, but I'm looking at getting new ones anyway because I want yellow harnesses. Blue bucket seats, again looking at getting new ones because I want black to match the black and yellow theme. I mean, some of the main big changes at the front, I think you will notice, are the dashboard's now back in. So literally you'll see it's got the full dashboard back in, the center console's all in, all the buttons are in the right place, the dials are in the right place. Literally this took us about, I think it took me and Dan about half an hour to get it in, but we had to keep taking it out, cutting it, putting it in, taking it out, cutting it around here. It's not the prettiest. Again, it is a track car, road legal track car, so it didn't matter about being pretty. Snap-on steering wheel. See, I got this out of my mate's car because, well, two reasons really. One, he didn't like this one, and then we didn't realise it was snap-on until I took it apart and then found it was snap-on. By that point, he had already said that I can have his car. By the time at that point, he's already said I can have the steer wheel. But it didn't matter anyway because a couple of weeks later he crashed the car and wrote it off. Yeah, big shout out to you, Josh. So yeah, snap-on steering wheel, we got that. Oh, we've also got the gator around the gear knob, which wasn't there originally. I think it just looks a little bit nicer. And then I got this little badge here, which has got to go on the side of the car. Just need to glue it back on. Yeah, I think that is everything. Oh, there is one issue with the car. So at the beginning of the video, I did mention I've broken the car. Now, it is still drivable. So when I say broke the car, I mean it needs attention, not that it's not drivable. So with the saxo, anyone who knows who's got a saxo, the gear sticks are always floppy anyway, so it's floppy. But if I put it in gear like this, it should not be this floppy. That should not be that floppy. Basically what it is, underneath the car, the gear linkage bar that runs straight to it's like your hip. You got a ball and a hip, a ball and a socket, and the bar sits over the ball, and that's what moves it. Basically the bush is worn away and it's got a lot of movement. So I can drive it, but I try not to. I think that's everything. Oh, and the indicators have decided to be very intermittent, which is really weird because when the car's really, really hot, they work. Explain that one. But when it's cold, they don't work. So I don't know. I've tried changing the hazard switch. It's got the hazard switch. It can't be the stalk because the hazards wouldn't work. I don't know. I don't know what it is. If anyone else had the issue, let me know and let me know how you resolved it. But I think that is everything at the moment. So what I'll do is I'll jump back out and I'll basically tell you the plans for what's going forward. Right, so basically the plans are with this car is to fix all the issues, and oh, and I've also got to fix this window because I hit a curb, burst my tyre. It was a very dull morning that morning. I hit a curb, tyre burst, the window came off its runner. We can't put it back on for some reason, but it still works. So that's got to be fixed. We replaced the tyre. But yeah, so the plan is fix the car, make it look a little bit tidier, finish the carpeting, maybe get Josh to sort out all the body work and the paint work on it for me. Replace the harnesses and the seats. painting the center console that's red to a different color, maybe, I don't know, yellow, but I don't want to overpower it. Got to stick this badge back on here. I think that's everything I need to do. So yeah, like I said, it was a bit of a long video with just this car because it hasn't been on for a while. So I just thought I would get it on. But stick around because you never know what's next week. And drop us a like and drop us a follow. And also, my cameraman literally shuffles the camera to his right. I'm trying to keep convincing Dan to get that thing on the channel, but he keeps saying he isn't ready. So maybe sometime in a couple of weeks he'll have it ready. So yeah, see you next time.